Huh, interesting. What do we got going? As I was saying, hopefully, welcome to Vegan Crypto, everyone. No one yet. All right. Gotta learn how, I was going to schedule this to give you a little time. I tried to do that with a post, but it's been a crazy morning and had to get my run in early, which is, it's not early. It's 10:30 now. But I've been up since 4. So, as I was saying, way too many token releases right now. We have to talk about the market as a whole. Hi, Z. What's up? What is up? Excuse the background noise. Just went for my run. I wanted to talk about a few things. Token releases, meme coins. Meme coins are fine for getting people in the market, but retail is not here. This is a nothing burger. It's a mental F for us. That's all. Even for the old timers like you and myself and many others, we don't like to see this, but we're all down quite a bit. Many of them, most of mine are above where I bought it, but still, it doesn't matter. And same with you, I know. But you don't like giving away your profits. But I really believe it's time to just look, see where we're headed. There's so many factors and why this is happening and why it happened. And it's all right if, the people who are new in this, they need to kind of understand that this is kind of nothing. When we're in the heat of the market, hopefully we get there. That's when the panic really begins. When Bitcoin's at 90K or 100K or 110K, I don't know where it's going. And then all of a sudden you see on a little news 20%, 30% in Bitcoin hit, and alts are down 50%. There's no liquidity there right now. Retail is not here. The only retail is the old timers and some newbies. True retail is not here. And there's been so many token releases, the market is oversaturated. This would have happened anyways. But, then you just have people panicking and getting out of their positions. And that is no bueno. The only things up for me right now are Ondo, Goldfinch, Arrow. So I'm definitely looking closely, and I've been accumulating a little bit. I go against everything I say. I'm trying to warn some of the people who are newer and, don't want to blow all their dry powder. I agree with that. XRP rules. What's up, Nowhere Man? I wish XRP ruled. I have a shitload of it at 17 cents that I've been sitting on for, I accumulated more right before the SEC case happened because I wanted to get it. I knew it'd be frozen up, and I thought I was going to get a bunch of Flare tokens. They said 1-for-1 Flare tokens or more than that. And I only got like 3,700 or what did I get? 5,000 Flare tokens. What a load of shit that was. I would say XRP does not rule, but I'm not a hater. I'm just mad that it's not at a freaking dollar like it should be. I'm mad that Cardano's not at $1. I'm mad that Polygon is not at $1. Why is that? Their tokenomics are not great. XRP Ripple dumps on us. That is true. But we will see our day to $1 at least. Wish I could have understand what you're saying. What do you mean? Cheyenne, is it the background? I am outside. Is it the background that you don't understand? Does my sound suck? Let me know. Because I am outside. Or is it language? I'm not into these stuff. What do you mean? Not into crypto? Well, I don't know about that. Not into crypto. What are you into? Are you here for vegan information? Elaborate. So, are you guys waiting in regards to executing a plan? Do you have a plan in place? Are you buying more? I hope you're not selling. There's no reason to sell, panic sell. This is, I don't welcome these opportunities, but I do take advantage of them. You know, there's no reason not to. If you have faith in the market, which I do, but this is an up and down roller coaster. Always has been, always will be. Not for the faint of heart. Even for people who have been in a long time, it's still never a pleasure looking at these sea of reds. Look at, there's a fire going on over there. I'm here for trolling, but this is the most base stream I found. All right, troll away. What do you want to troll about? What do you want to give me shit about? I can take it. You want to tell me that bacon is good? Yeah, I have a ton of tokens, ZE as well. I mean, this is the most I've ever had diversification-wise. I've got to have, I don't know if I'm at 42 or 45. And so the truth of the matter is what I'd like to get out of is Solana, Quant, Aave, Illuvium, but I'm not selling it where it's at. I'm up on them, but I'm expecting some returns, and I think we'll get them because of the token. Those are perfect examples, except for Solana, of incredible tokenomics. And so the price will be driven. If we get a parabolic alt season, those will freaking go up huge. And when I say huge, I believe $300, $400, $500. They could hit 1,000. I don't know. I have no idea. That's why I bought them. But I don't have enough in them to get scared out of them. I think I have across all those maybe 20K. So they're not going to be life-changing for me, but if it gets up to $500, I could, get a couple $100,000 out of it. So I guess that's good. Your stream is based. I'm not going to be trolling, by the way. Your sound is good. Thank you. Thank you. I don't want to cut the stream off. I have some shit that I took notes on that I wanted to go over, but I can't remember what they are, and I'm afraid if I look at them, I'll get fucked. So as I was saying, Ondo's up. Maybe it's not now. You guys could probably look at it. What I would be careful is, it's kind of pissing me off. I'm seeing posts and some streams by YouTubers who are decent, much better than me, who isn't better than me, but like Lark, good guy, but they're not even addressing what's going on in the market. That's bullshit. They're just putting up posts like, how high is ETH gonna go? I mean, who gives a shit about that right now? If you have a couple 100,000 subscribers, 500,000 subscribers, you should be live. At least Ran, you could say what you want about him and his bullshit meme he's coming out, the gummy thing. He went live explaining what his thoughts are, and so I appreciate that. A lot of people trash on him, and he's annoying like the rest of us, especially me. I know I'm annoying. But you gotta, you have a big community like that, and they trust in you. Go live, calm them down, tell them your thoughts. Don't bullshit them. So no one wants to see a post of, Gerhard as well. What do you think this is going to do? Or what are your thoughts on this? No one cares about that right now. They just want to be reassured that they're doing the right thing. They want some guidance. We're all in this together, right? We're all in this to make life-changing wealth for us, our families, hopefully, and to give back. Without constantly talking about potential all-time highs, then you can't make people FOMO. That's very true. It's very true. It's just, it's there's plenty of channels for that. I agree. And I'm just not one of them. You do want people to FOMO, but I saw so many people get hurt ZE that it's concerning to me. And they're gone. They're never to be back. Never to be back. But we all took a little bit of a beating last market. ZE, how many tokens are in your portfolio at this time? How many do you have? To be honest with you, there's more that I want to get, and there's more than I wanted to get. And we do have to look at this as an opportunity. I don't like the opportunity, but it is. We look closely. This is not where we're going to be. We could definitely go 30% lower, 40% lower. Absolutely. Will we? I don't know. You buy a little more now of projects that you have conviction in, or do you have a plan, a portfolio that you've been wanting to get into? The projects that I want to get into didn't get hit hard enough. I want to buy Proppy again at $1, and I have 10K waiting for it. I do want that. Somebody got a loose for us to make money. Yeah, loose. Yes. I'm not usually this transparent. I am here because we're a bunch of cool dudes. That's right. No, you're right. People have to lose for us to win. We will have, but we have plenty of time for exit liquidity, right? We've 6 months, a year from now. I don't know when it's going to be. When all the hype is happening, you know how it goes. I'm only in for, only 8. Not only 8. Okay, nothing wrong with that. That's good. But I certainly don't listen to the people who say you can't have more than 8. You can't have more than 20. I don't believe that. And it depends on how much money you have in it, right? If you're going to do 1,000 here, 1,000 here, 500 there, over 50 coins, then that's a bad move. But if you're going to put in fairly decent amount, it's worked out for me. That's all I could say. When things, except for this week, when most things are taking a dip, my portfolio, the other part of my portfolio has gone up, 100%. It's luck. But you're right. In regards to exit liquidity, we have plenty of time, I hope, for that, right? Because we're not even close to hype. Not even close. That will not hit until we have to see an 8 we have to see an 8 behind it. Problem is, if we get into we have a serious sell-off and we get into the 50s, you're going to see that on TV too. But until we have 80,000, 85,000, the halving gets over with, we're going to be, sideways action. We have to have something to drive us up. We can't go the other way because that's negative publicity. We don't need that. So we do need exit liquidity at some point, and that's retail. We just don't have it. We have the norms in here and some newbies that I hope are not getting too much of a hit, at least in my community. They're good. A lot of young kids are getting into crypto on this channel, and I don't want to see them get hurt. What's up, Brookie? Where are you chiming in from? Man, what a beautiful day. I hope it's as nice where you all are at as myself. It's going to be, we were like 30 in snow a couple weeks ago, and now it's going to be 80 next week, which is not normal for April. Yeah, I wish I could see my notes. Oh, well. Are you guys going to jump in anything this weekend? Are you looking hard, ZE? Are you loading up anything? Or are you just, I know yesterday you were kind of waiting for 75K. I think we do have an opportunity here to keep a close eye on things. At least for me, averaging out some of my buys, even though most of them are higher than what I bought, except for Injective. Injective really took a kick in the ass yesterday. And TIA as well. Celestia got killed. I hate the tokenomics of TIA, so I'm not doubling down on that one. I know a lot of people are. And, we have to keep an eye on token releases. In the heat of the bull run, that won't matter. It'll get absorbed. But right now, it's oversaturation and people are panic selling. Rounded up number yesterday, of course. Isn't that the worst? I did that yesterday as well. And guess what? As I rounded it up, what was that on? Might have been AIOZ, actually, which was not a great call. Then there's like a 13, at it. And I'm like, shit, I got to round that up to 100, but I'll wait. I'll wait again to see that. I constantly round up. I think us in crypto, we have sick minds. We can't help ourselves. We have to have even numbers. Sometimes I'll jump on something and, like I said, whoops, didn't calculate that good enough, and there's 13, 17. I can't live with that. Got to get it to that next 100 or that next 1,000. It always ends up being that next 1,000. Yeah, I don't think that's a horrible idea. It depends on how vested you are. I shouldn't spend anymore, but I can honestly say, excuse the background noise, there's some construction. I can honestly say that won't happen. Will not happen. Man, I wonder if I go to this. I think if I go off of it, it's going to cut you guys off. But a few things that I wanted to go over. Beautiful, beautiful. Spring is on its way. I do, in regards to Ondo, I talk about it a lot. I want everyone to be careful on that because, that is not a long-term play in my thought, unless it, with the tokenomics that it'll have in about January. So we have plenty of time to accumulate and make profits on it. If we're in the heat of the bull market, it might be all right, but they have a huge release then. And also, they are not BlackRock. Keep hearing that. They are not BlackRock. They are not one, especially what BitBoy says. They are not one, and I keep hearing it on other channels. The higher the number, higher the profit, and the earlier the exit. Yeah, in case of feeling uneasy with the token. I agree with that. Yeah. I'm wondering if Stacks would be a good buy here. I'm in at $1. It's been lackluster over the last month, but I think once Bitcoin gets through 75, 80K, it's going to follow it if that narrative keeps up. I'm saying all these, but I also sometimes put $100 in pre-sale tokens and then dump once that's smart. That is very smart. And there's so many like new projects coming out. That's, at least you're using exit liquidity and you're making money that way. I don't tend to do that anymore in regards to what you're doing pre-sales. But it's worked out for me this run and last run. I'm doing all right. It's just taking profits. I tend to wait very long. I did that when I traded equities forever. I wait pretty long. Sometimes it kills me, but it usually averages out and I end up pretty good ahead. Just you never know when you're going to crash and you never know when the rally's coming. You don't. Suku the other day, rallies, 300%. There's no rhyme or reason for it. It's just whale manipulation. There was no news. Yeah, quant. Jesus Christ. I mean, who was talking about quant? Everyone was talking about quant for the most part. I do have to say George doesn't like it, didn't like it, hates it. If you look in all the chats and some of the other channels talking about quant through the bear run, how incredible it's going to be, it has done nothing. But nor is most in regards to that dollar range, in the $80, $90, $100 range. They've just been lackluster, even with their great tokenomics. Certain prices at which I sell regardless. That's the way to do it. That's the way I teach. That's the way I preach too. And that's, that's always worked out for me. We just haven't reached those prices for me. We have not reached the sell prices for me. So I'm adjustable in regards to that, but to me, it's just too early to sell for me. I probably should have sold AIOZ at $1.09, but I was in the hospital with my dad at the time at 3 a.m. when it hit that. Would have made a killing, but I also take into account accounting. I take into account short-term capital and that type of stuff. Looks like it's just you and me. Folks not interested. And I got to give more of a warning. Oh, it's all right. He'll be all right. It was a messed up situation. Blood pressure medication. He's a healthy guy. He is 80 though, but right in front of me collapsed. And it was a nightmare. But, and his hemoglobin dropped and all that. But it's kind of, 3 hospitals determined that they believe it was the blood pressure medication that they screwed up on. I don't know. I don't even think he needs to be on blood pressure medication. The guy in our families eat healthier than 99% of most, but 80 years old is 80 years old. So as of right now, he's good, but trying to figure it out. He's out of the hospital, and no doctor. All the doctors are like, I don't know, seem fine to me. So, what can you do? We are all. It's life. We have our ups and downs, and it's how you. At 51, for many years, I don't want to be 80, 90 and live the last 10, I don't want to get morbid, 15 years myself feeling like shit. So I made the adjustments to try to help alleviate that. I could be fooling myself, but I'm going to try at least. I'm at about 20%, 7% down this month. Can't imagine how, yeah. And they're scared. I mean, they're like, why did I do this? You know that feeling. I mean, I still feel like that after all these times. And man, I've been, investing since I was 21. Before that, and I got into the markets at the Chicago Board of Trade like 20 or something, 21, and it never feels good. It just never feels good. But when you step away the next day, you just gotta be open-minded. The newbies, I feel for them. I'm not one who welcomes, my boy Rob at Digital Asset News, awesome guy, but he hates that. He hates the newbies and all that. Well, we're all newbies at one point. Let's celebrate it in the sense of getting them enthused. They spread the word. It keeps going and no one gives a crap about crypto except for the people who are in it. So I'm not one to turn away anyone, even the assholes. It's okay. They can eventually see the light, whether it's crypto or other things. So, but it's got to be a mind F for them. I mean, they must be freaking out, and they haven't seen anything yet. Wait until we're really in the rally, and they think all is good, and they buy something at $30, goes up to 60. They buy more, and next thing you know, it's at $10. They're gonna freak and they're gonna sell. That's the part. And they're gonna try to do it on Coinbase or something like that, and they're not gonna be able to get out. Oh, nice. Yeah, do you do a lot of leverage? It's some scary stuff. I love it. I miss doing that stuff. I was an options trader back in the day, like crazy. I bought calls on Apple computers back in 97 at $7 and bought Apple at $7, like $10,000 worth, and sold it at $9 back in 1997. It's crazy. Yeah, I agree with that. Truly a holiday. Yes. Wish I would have kept Apple. It was a long time ago. Dell Computers, you remember them? Bought them at $30. We have to look at crypto. It's an interesting thing. There, in the stock market, there's a thing called stock splits. So I remember having Apple computers at $80, and then they would do a 2-for-1 stock split, meaning it would go to $40, and for every share you had, you'd have 2 shares. And sometimes the price would go up. Usually it would. It was usually a positive thing, unless they did a reverse split where for every 400 shares you had, they would give you 1 at a higher price, and then every time the price would drop. Brutal. Well, what a beautiful day. You have anything good, ZE, going on this weekend? What a beautiful. Held me occupied. That's the problem. You don't want. We're already occupied and hostages to crypto as it is. You don't need to be doing that. You don't need to be getting the sweats at 2 a.m. You just don't need it. I mean, I'm not even looking at my portfolio number. I'm looking at my portfolio, but I don't look at the total. It will do me no mental goodness to do that. Hey, 073. You got to change your handle to, something easier that it can call you, like, I don't know. the man, the rock star, something. Change your 0 times 73, unless you're deep into it. Going out tonight, nice. We'll have a good, safe time. Me, 2 of my daughters will be out. And the one, 15-year-old, will be home with me and the wife. Gonna watch something good. Started watching a movie last night that was interesting. Saw Dune 2 with her a couple weeks ago. That was a trip. Sure, what would be good for you? I do not comment on YouTube videos at all. And I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm joking. I just like to be able to reference people. And I could go with 0 times 73. I'm just giving you a hard time. Whatever works for you, this works for me. Getting windy. Yeah, so don't be worried about what's going on. It's how's the market looking right now? I can't look on my phone. Is Bitcoin at 67 if you guys are looking? If not, all good. But yeah, it's all going to rely on, and we could have big moves this weekend. Just it'll take liquidations. I mean, all it'll take is some whales or miners jumping into the game and really pushing it one way, because they'll be able to do that, no problem. There's no ETFs or institutional money that's going to drive us one way or another. But that doesn't mean our outlook for next week. Whatever happens on the weekend is not our outlook for the week. So, oh, you joined Bob yesterday? Yeah, I was gonna jump on. Good old Bob. How's Bob doing? Is he happy with his Jasmine? It was more of a political live stream than a crypto. Yeah, you can go there. He sounds angry sometimes when I listen to him. He's just like very sharp guy though. But boy, he knows a lot about everything. At least he's got an opinion about everything. But sometimes he just sounds angry. Thanks for the donation. Boop. This question is not related to crypto or money in any way. That's all good. But I was wondering, how long have you been running and whether you got any major injuries in the past? Yeah. Gotcha, ZE. So I've been running a long time. Before I went healthy eating and vegan, I was no major injuries, but I am 51. So last year and the year before, I was running 7 miles every day, and it's not like I'm a runner per se. It gives me a high, to be honest with you. And then I go home or to the health club and lift weights and stuff like that. But I'm able, because of my diet at 51, I'm able to run every single day, every day. Is it gonna wear my knees and feet out and hips? Probably, but I'm thin, and not overly thin, but I'm short too. I'm pretty short. I'm only 5'6". But because of my diet, I'm able to do this. Before my diet like this, I couldn't run. I worked out, but I was chubby, especially when you're 5'6". 5 pounds on me is like, 40 pounds on someone who's 6 foot. I'm short. But I'm a good runner because of my diet and my lifestyle. Did my first run last week around 5 km. Nice. So not a lot, but it's not about the length of the run. It's about the consistency with everything in life. But it was my first time running a lot in general. I think what I did something wrong, as I had a lot of pain around 4 days. Where was your pain? And I will tell you, if you're going to start running, the most important thing for running and working out in life, but for running, is your shoes. Brooks. I wear Brooks. $140 minimum I spend on them, and I have 3 pairs at all time. I alternate them. You cannot spend under $100 on shoes if you're going to run consistently. You can't. You will fuck yourself. You will get plantar fasciitis. You will get shin splints. You will get feet issues. There's no cheap way to do it if you want to consistently run. But where's the pain? And if you're just starting to run, you have to start out slow. And I run like, I used to do 7, 8, 9-minute miles. I do like 10-minute miles now. 9 to 10 minutes. There's no rush. Not at my age. You know, I want to be able to do it every day. You know, I need no rest. Life catches up with you. So what I did in my 20s and 30s and teens, I started partying very early in my life. Very early. And all that's over. Though I do take a gummy. And my middle child who has bad anxiety, she's 18, she takes CBD, and it is that, you know, it has saved her mentalness. It has really saved her. Is there a delay in it? Okay. I had a lot of pain near my ankles. There you go. We went very slow. One of the friends that went with me is very experienced, so he told me to take it very slow. It took around 45 minutes to complete the run. Yeah. So give yourself some rest. Have some turmeric. That takes, you know, you should have turmeric if you're going to get into running. Powder, organic, with some fat with it. You know, every day, every other day. That helps with inflammation, but it's a lot of it will have to do with diet. Ankles, I have very weak ankles myself, so I wear compression supports. They're just like little sleeves. You're probably a much bigger guy than I am tall-wise, but I have like kind of small boned my wrists and my ankles, so I need that. But be consistent. Don't do it every day like I do it. You got to work yourself up. Most people tell you not to run every day, but if you really get into running, you'll have to. So I only do about 3 to 5 miles now because consistency is better, and 7 miles, 8 miles was way too much. You know. But remember this, it's what you put in your body as fuel that is the health you'll achieve. It is all about the food. There are diseases you can cure, heart disease, diabetes, you know, type 2, and other things with the right amount of food, but it's lifestyle. Anyways, enough about that unless you wanted to hear more. So, what else, folks? Any questions before I jump off? What do you got for me? Happy to do something later. It's going to be me and a kid and one of my kids and my wife tonight, so I'm happy to jump on later if anyone needs anything, and always reach out. Let me know what you guys want to talk about. Like I said, I had a whole list of freaking topics, but I know if I go to look at it, because I was thinking about it when I was running, and a whole list. So maybe I'll go over that later. Yes. There must be a delay, as I have noticed that when I do a live stream at home, there's a delay. And when I say delay, I mean from what I'm saying to what you guys are hearing, not an actual delay. Man, getting busy. What else, folks? Anything good? Let me know what I can do to help all of you. So, ZE is going to be chilling. For other folks in crypto, have your money ready. If there are projects that you've been looking to get, keep a close eye on them. I'm happy to share my thoughts on them. I can't tell you where I think they're going to go. I have no idea. If anyone who tells you that they know where a price is going, they would buy all of it. Bob's a great example. When I hear him do price predictions, that, you know, something's at $1 and it'll be $50, and he doesn't even own it, right? If you knew something was going to go to $50, was going to 100x or 50x, wouldn't you take out a loan and buy it? Sure. Nobody knows. Yeah. No delay. Okay. But there is one. It is not a real big delay. I'm going to eat dinner now. Dinner. Holy cow. We have a major time zone difference. That's right. See you later. Well, I wish you all the best of days. Don't be scared by this. I know Most of you are not. This is par for the course and just your typical drop. Well, it's not typical. There's reasons behind it, but we'll all be good. Love you all and appreciate you. Please share. Get more folks in here, though I do love talking to my core guys. Be good. Be well. Let me know what you need from me.